Om Shanti. Everybody can hear me?
Yes.
I'm just going to still.
So I'm closing my video. So you should, everybody can hear me. Give the rest time. Om Shanti. You can hear me? No? Sometime. Okay. Let me change my network. Now it's better.
About.
Yeah, it's better. So let's start the session. So coming to the sitting posture, keep your back, neck straight, aligned. And remove the glasses. Come on, gravity gonna help you to meditate, okay? So remove the glasses and then gently close your eyes. Bring the awareness towards your deep, prolonged, slow inhalation, deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Inhale and exhale deeply. The mind should be connected with the each and single breath to make sure not a single breath go without your acknowledgement. Now we're gonna start our session with the chanting 3 times Om along with Shanti. So take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration and sensation. Join your both palms, rub your palms, place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm, gently, very gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Say Om Shanti, Om Shanti to all. So today is the very first class of the meditation, and meditation, before start practicing the meditation, I think one should understand what we understand by the meditation, what we call meditation. So few words you should know about it. It keep it it will give you the deeper understanding, because whenever we use English words, it's very difficult to understand the depth of that meaning, because the translation somehow lose the meaning. So meditation in Sanskrit we call dhyana or dhyan. I've written down for you. Also write pratyahar, few words which gonna help you, and dharana. I'll explain, don't worry about it, but just write it down. So today's introduction, the today class is all about the explanation and the introduction about the meditation. So meditation is dhyan, And that is the state. One, it is a state of the mind, right? It is a state of the mind. It's not like you want able to get like, okay, I'm doing this practice, I'm doing the meditation. No, that is a wrong notion going in the, today modern world, in this contemporary world, that we are not practicing the dhyana. We are practicing to get into the dhyana, to get into that state. That is the state of the mind, the meditation, meditative state. This is the state of the mind which you have to reach by using the different tools of the concentration. So there is a huge difference between the concentration and the meditation. So all the tools, whatever tools you are using it could be a breath awareness or the pranayama or even the simply, balancing posture, whatever you're doing it, or listening the music, your favorite music, or doing the kirtan, bhajan, or chanting anything, whatever you're doing, that is becoming the tool to take you in that meditative state. The state where you start living in the present moment. That very moment you connect it. Your mind is connected with your breath, with your body. That state I'm talking about. That is the mind state. So meditation, that's called meditation. So it's come in, it's now to understand more deeper level. I hope you understand meditation, right? Meditate, like, okay, we are meditating upon something, but actually we are not doing the meditation, right? So that is a stage where you have to reach it. And it required a very huge procedure to reach that destination, that state, that state of the mind. Now, when we break the dhyana, okay, so there is a two word, dhyan. So I'll write it down for you. That is dhi plus yan. Okay, dhi plus yan. Or dhyai. Also, there is another word. Dhyai. Okay. So dhi plus yan or dhyai plus an. Yeah. Hello. Okay. So somebody is creating. Okay. Yes. Thank you for muting yourself. So dhi plus yana. Dhi means the mind. Yana means the movement. Okay. The movement, the fluctuation, the wenderness of the mind. Thinking. It means you are thinking, that is the movement of the mind, right? So dhi means mind and yana means movement of the mind. You can understand in that way. So dhyana. So this is the dhyana by when you are getting into that stage, when you're practicing the dhyana, it means you reach somewhere where your mind is little bit, not moving much. Even in dhyana, you have the one movement, but it's very organized movement. Like right now, you are moving everywhere, right? But when you know, so you're never gonna reach to any destination. Are you getting it? For example, you want to go to London or Canada or Paris. The Indian people will go to Ladakh or maybe some Rishikesh or Delhi. These are our places, right? You plan for that. And now, instead of going to that final destination, Delhi or Rishikesh or Paris or London, you start moving into here and there. You're just wondering, you're lost. So are you able to reach to your destination? Movement, you require the movement, but in the one direction, no? So when you're moving your mind in the one direction, you're gonna reach to the samadhi. अच्छा एक और word आया. Write it down this word. This is the samadhi. And these, everything is linked, okay? You cannot separate these things because all these words are linked. So I'm just giving you example. When you move into one direction, you're gonna reach somewhere. But if you wander here and there, you're never gonna reach to your destination. So right now, our stage of the mind is what? We're wandering here and there. We are not even going into the one direction. That is our problem. So when you are practicing the dhyana, your mind is completely following the one direction. You are moving. Your mind is, there's a movement in your mind, right? There's a one vritti. One vritti means one uh, thought procedure is there. One thought is there. Instead of many thoughts, there's a one thought, and you're moving on one direction. So mind not losing the energy, and whole energy is, occupied, used for reach, make you reach towards the final destination. It could be anything, to get the peace, to attain the bliss, or moksha, 𝐾𝐤𝐿, whatever you want, or bliss. But at least you choose in one direction, and then you are going on one direction instead of lost yourself in the jungle. You're gonna lost your energy someday, and then you're never gonna reach to anywhere. So right now our mind state is like that. So dhyana. So there is a movement in the mind, but the very organized movement we're gonna give, very particular movement. So to reach the dhyana, I hope you understand the meditation, right? Dhyana. Then dhai also, think of something you are thinking of. Again, that is the region of the mind, the thoughts, the fluctuation. These are the fluctuation of the mind, all the thoughts. This is the waves. Waves have certain sensation. Have you seen the ripples and the waves of the ocean and the river? They create a certain vibration and sensation in the river. Same happened with your mind. Any thought, either small or the big, it gives you certain kind of vibration and sensation. Right now you're not aware, but this is the science I'm talking about. So this sensation which you are having because of the thoughts, that you're gonna perceive through the certain tools which we're gonna learn in coming session. Don't worry about it. But this think, dhyai, the another word which I wrote it down, dhyai, Dhai, dhyai. So this thinking process is actually come under your control. Now you have the thought, but that is under your control. So that stage of the mind where your mind is under your control. अभी तो कुछ भी आ रहा है. Right now you are thinking everything. Or maybe even you are not thinking of, but something is coming to your mind. That keeps happening to everyone. But in this stage, in the meditative stage, in the dhyana, you have a fully organized path to follow. So there is a moment which you're gonna walk on that path, but you know where it's gonna lead me. That is the meditation. How you reach to this dhyana, now come to that. Through the concentration tool. So everything, whatever we are doing it, That is a concentration. That's another word which I already wrote it down. Dharana. Dharana lead you towards concentration. So dharana leads you towards this dhyana. And how you get into the concentration, again pratyahar you required. Pratyahar, withdrawal from all the senses. In detail, you get into the philosophy class, don't worry about it, but I'll show you the example. Very simple practice, you're gonna know about it. The pratyahar means what? Withdrawal of the senses. Because once you're not withdrawing your senses, you cannot go into the dharana. Once you are not going into the dharana, the concentration, you cannot go into the meditation, the dhyana. And dhyana naturally take you towards the samadhi, the last limb. So I hope you heard about the Patanjali Yoga Sutra. That is a book name written by the Maharishi Patanjali. I mean compiled by Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Samadhi is the eighth limb. So there is the eighth part of the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, this book. And among them, so very first when you enter, so the eight limbs is yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. So fifth limb take you. It started from the pratyahar. That is the fifth limb of the Ashtanga Yoga. It's also called the Ashtanga Yoga, Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Patanjali Yoga also another name, that is a Patanjali Yoga, which is given by the Maharishi Patanjali. So the fifth limb, that is a pratyahar, the very first step to go from the outside journey to the inside journey. That started from the control, not control basically, but withdrawal from your senses. It means what? You're not providing the food to your senses. Like whatever you see, sight, five senses, I hope you know everybody. So we have sight, to see, to taste, to smell, to touch, right? So these are the senses, or speak. So these five senses, which whatever senses you are using, you see the things through your eyes, listen from your ears, taste from your tongue, right? Touch with your skin. So these senses you are using, these are the what? Food for your mind. Your mind is contemplate once you get the information through these senses, right? So you are not providing the food to your mind. So what we're gonna do? We shut our eyes, we close our eyes, we are not seeing anything. Very first thing we did. Second, we are not listening anything. You cannot shut your ears, but instead of shutting your ears, you go into the isolation, right? You go into the isolation. You go into the some place where you don't have sound, such noise. So what you're doing, you are not providing the food through your sense organs. And then by doing it, you're doing the pratyahar. Very first step, even for meditation, right now, you're aware of it. When you're sitting for the meditation class, you choose the one, silent room. This place is good for me. Silently, I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna practice the meditation. You have this sense within you that For meditation, for concentration, you require isolation. And isolation means what? Don't give feeding your sensory organs, not feeding. So you stop saying, stop listening, but not forcefully. What you did, you changed the room, you're not in the light group, not sitting with your family. This thing you did. So pratyahar, very first outside pratyahar you did, you choose in the one room. Then inside pratyahar, what you did, we give the tool for doing the pratyahar. One, for example, if I tell, okay, observe your breathing. Remember when we start the class, we start with the chanting Om. And before that, I told you, okay, take the deep breath and slow exhalation. All of you did this practice. So what happened? The very second when you are inhaling and exhaling, your mind is on the breath. That very second you are not listening, you are not seeing, you are not tasting, you are not feeling any touch. Maybe it's happened for the few seconds. That very second, the moment you are doing the concentration, the pratyahar happen automatically. Without pratyahar, you cannot concentrate, you cannot go into the dhyana or dharana. Dharana means dharan kar lena. Dharana means dharan kar lena. I'm using the Hindi word to hold something. The English translation to hold something, dharan, to hold means alamban. एक और word I should write it down for you guys. Alamban. Alamban. So this word alamban means the object, any outside object you have given to yourself, and your mind is totally focused on that. And that very second, you are not able to see. Even if you want to see, you cannot see because mind only doing one thing. It's on the breath. Your mind is, you are inhaling and exhaling on that. Maybe it lost somewhere, but again it come back, and again inhaling and exhaling. And when you're chanting the Om, again your mind is there. That very second you're doing the pratyahar. So alamban is what? This is the tool which I have given you. Alamban is a tool, object, the breath, inhalation and exhalation. Next, chanting Om or Shanti. That is become the alamban for you to concentrate. And then we are concentrating. We are doing the dharana. Dharana means concentration. Again, English word is not sufficient, insufficient to explain the meaning of the dharana. It means apne mein utar lena. It means to hold something within you of that object. So very much important that when you are practicing the dharana, so from now onwards, we are practicing how we can develop the concentration, which can automatically understand. Meditation happen automatically to you. It's a natural procedure. You cannot force yourself because that is a state of the mind which come naturally to you. It depends how long, how much time you will take to reach that state. Depend person to person. More you practice, more you are able, more closer you are going towards it. But yes, concentration and for pratyahar, it requires some discipline. You have to put lots of effort, and it's my guarantee you can claim later on also that if you're practicing the concentration, if you're practicing the pratyahar automatically gonna happen to you when you are doing the concentration. They are linked, and it's gonna lead you towards the dhyan lead you towards the samadhi. Samadhi I'll explain in the next class, don't worry about it. But I hope you understand this link. Pratyahar, dharana, dhyana. So you understand the meaning and differentiation between what is a concentration and what is a meditation. Concentration is a procedure which lead you towards the meditation, and meditation lead you towards that is a state you enter into that state of the mind, and then it leads you towards the samadhi, another state of the mind. Okay, so any doubts here, any queries? I hope you understand these things, you know the difference. Any doubt? Okay, no questions. So I'm thinking everything is clear. I hope you understand. And anytime if later on anything pop in your head, you can ask me in the coming session, tomorrow session. Don't worry about it. So to understand this pratyahar and dharana, okay. So we are working on the pratyahar and the dharana, okay, in the coming session, because meditation you will eventually gonna do. Meditation, if you look for the synonym, there is so many facts about the meditation. In coming session, we're gonna talk about more, so don't worry about it. In tomorrow's session, I'll explain more about the what is the meditation and the samadhi. But for today, I think it's sufficient. So let's start practicing. Through the by practice, you're gonna understand more about how we implement the pratyahar and how it's linked with the dharana, the concentration. So now preparation for the this meditation. For this you require the sitting posture, but if you have back issue or any other problems, you can use blocks, pillows, blankets, whatever you feel comfortable, but make sure come into the sitting posture. You can take the support of the wall, but only if you have problem. Otherwise, I would not be recommended to you if you physically, your spine is good or your knee, you don't have injury in the knee, then sit with the cross leg. Any cross leg posture you can choose. It could be Sukhasana, Padmasana. Padmasana is advanced level, Siddhasana again, or Vajrasana, advanced level posture. But even Sukhasana, just with closed legs, you can sit comfortably. And make sure one should understand this is the requirement for the person who really want to do the meditation, that asana should be remain still. So you're not allowed to move your body much. I know it's very difficult, but we we are here for training. Understand? You want to train your mind. So training is a little bit hard work, right? You put lots of effort to train yourself. Even simple things we put lots of effort. So here you're gonna train your mind. So you require more, effort. So I'm not saying at least 30 minutes or 40 minutes. We start with a very small time, that is a 5 minute or 10 minutes. Whatever limitation you have, respect your body limitation. Don't force so much, but at least 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Don't allow yourself to move. Any mobility completely prohibited during the meditation time. Because once you are moving your body, your mind's gonna move, your breath's gonna move, and then you lose the concentration. So very basic requirement one should follow, that is don't move at all. But We start with the small time duration and gradually we're gonna increase. So sit, choose your favorite posture, come into the sitting posture. Palm should be resting on the knee. Keep your palm on the knee. Back aligned with your neck. Alignment is very important. Relax completely within your posture. With the crossed legs, within you can sit and set the intention in your mind. 5 or maybe 10 minutes. Set the intention in your mind. I'm not gonna move, no matter what's gonna happen around me. I'm not gonna move my body this 5 or 10 minutes. So this 5 and 10 minutes, I remain still. My body remains relaxed and comfortable. Once you set this intention in your mind, make sure anytime you feel so much pain and after 5 or 10 minutes, you are allowed to move. But if you sit for longer periods of time, you can sit. Set the intention now. Bring the awareness towards your breath. Your natural pure breath. Just observe, just observe the natural pure breath. How the breath going in and coming up. That's it. Bring your awareness towards this involuntary action of the breath, which is happening to you naturally. Do not put any effort, any single effort for inhalation and exhalation. It's going on. It's happening to you. You just need to observe. That's it. The breath which is going in and coming out, the way it is, just observe. Just observe 5 to 10 minutes. Attentively observe each and every single breath which going in and coming out. If your mind wanders, let it be. Just accept my mind is wandering. My mind is wandering. and come back to your breath, the natural breath. That's it. Pretty simple method to concentrate. Udharana. Just focus on your breath, how breath going in and coming out. Patiently, diligently observing each and every breath, like a watchman, like a gatekeeper. That's it. Just observe breath going in and coming out. Very slowly bring your awareness towards your alignment, towards your body. Observe how your back, your neck, your shoulder. Now, take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation, deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Inhale and exhale with awareness again. Inhale for the Om. Take a deep breath. Om. 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 Shanti. 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 Feel the vibration and sensation. Join the both palms. Rub your palms. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Very gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Om Shanti. So any doubts, any difficulty, I hope you understand the pratyahar and the dharana with the simple technique of the breath awareness. Tomorrow we're going to learn the Anapan session, which is more like the breath awareness. So any doubt, any difficulty related to the today's session, which you don't understand, so very good. So pratyahar and dharana is very much clear. So tomorrow we learn, now in coming session we're gonna learn many kind of techniques through where we practice the pratyahar and the dharana. Meditation automatically gonna happen to you, okay? So you don't put effort for the meditative state, okay? So Mangal ho, Om Shanti. Bless you guys. Enjoy your rest of the day and meet you in tomorrow morning class, the therapy and the Ayurveda class. Bye bye. Take care. Om Shanti.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear.